Hello YouTube, this is English Shooting and this is another range visit video. This range visit is a little bit special as it was to the Bisley National Shooting Centre. I've made a video before at Bisley, but this was specifically at the Lord Robert Centre at the NSRA. I went to Bisley recently and used their long distance ranges and got to have the more full Bisley experience, and it is something else. I've still only shot at a fraction of what actually is at Bisley, and I've only used a few of their ranges, but I was able to go around a bit more and take a bit more in and take a few more videos for you guys and show you around in a bit more detail rather than just the one range. So the day consisted of shooting at the Century range in the AM and then moving down to a Stickledown in the PM. We were shooting at 500 yards at Century and 1,000 yards at Stickledown. Booking ranges at Bisley can be a little complicated if you've never been before. Luckily I went with my university club, so that was kind of all sorted out for me. But as I've said in the Lord Roberts video, you really don't need to be afraid about just turning up and booking a range. You do have to be an NRA member, but it's easy to become a member, and you can become a member on the day at the NSRA office, which is pretty much centralised in the shooting ground. It's all signposted, easy to find, and you can literally turn up and pay for whatever you want. So there are a variety of different ranges available and a variety of different prices. They go from £24.50 right up to £74, depending on which range and which season you go in, if you go in high or low season. Those are the half-day prices, so you can either book for an AM or PM slot, and I believe the shooting time is 4 hours. So we shot in the AM from 8:30 to 12:30, and then the hooter sounds to stop for lunch. You have an hour's lunch, and then shooting commences again at 1:30 for the PM shooting. You can also hire butt markers at a cost of £32.50 per half day, or you can, if you're going in a large group, use someone in your group so you can avoid that cost. Bisley, as you may know from my previous video, isn't just long range target shooting. You have the NSRA there, so you can go and shoot 2.2s. They've also got a really good playground. I haven't yet been to it myself, but I've heard lots of reviews about it. I've done a lot of research online and it looks absolutely stunning. They also have a world-class skeet centre, trap and Olympic trap, and that looks quite impressive. That's actually based in between Century and Stickledown, so that's more on the Bisley shooting grounds, whereas the actual clay shooting, the sporting clays, is kind of to the side and has its own exit and entrance. So you can pretty much shoot whatever you want at Bisley. There are the facilities to shoot shotgun, 2.2, or even full bore, anything you really want at a variety of different ranges. I believe the maximum range you can shoot is at least 1,200 yards, which is a pretty fair distance and is going to test any shooter. And you can also shoot to as low as 50 yards or 100 yards. It's really up to you what range you want to use and want to go and shoot at. So there are no specific caliber restrictions. It's purely done on muzzle speed and muzzle velocity. So the maximum velocity is 3,275 foot per second, and the maximum energy is 5,160 foot-pounds. As long as you're shooting within those restrictions, you can shoot pretty much what you want. So as well as shooting and as well as the variety of different ranges you also have really good shopping opportunities there. Anything from air pistol, air rifle, shotguns, straight pulls, long distance, bolt action, even a workshop there. So there's Fulton's, which is a well-known gun shop and has been there for a very long time. Brilliant service in there. There's the NSRA. They stock a variety of different ammunition and just general purpose kind of targets and just stuff to keep you going throughout the day. And there's also William Evans. So I've already talked in previous videos about William Evans. I really love that shop, and there's one in St James Street in Piccadilly, and there's also one in Bisley. As well as the temptation of shopping, you also have a lot of food there. There's different kind of houses and different clubs that are open to go and use their bar, go and have a meal in. There's even a hotel on Bisley. So you really are spoilt for choice for what you want to do, and it was the whole experience. I only went for a day, and my club had actually been there for the whole week. But even in the day, you get submersed in shooting and the whole environment. It's a lovely place to be. It's actually quite welcoming while you're there. It can be a bit scary going there on your first time if you don't know where you're going, but it's well signposted, and there's always someone walking about that you can ask, and they can point you in the right direction. And if you ever get lost or you're confused, just go to the NRA office and just asking there. They're not going to turn you away, they're going to help you. And if you don't want to kind of risk it, you can always phone up, and they're always going to be helpful and encouraging for you. So that was my day visit at Bisley. I will be back there again, no doubt, and I will make a further video, as I've still not explored all the ranges and all the facilities they have there, but I'll be sure to make a video once I have. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has given you a bit of an insight, or a bit of a better insight to what is at Bisley and what you can go and do, and I hope to see you soon.